Hello, you're tuned to the Underwater Rugby channel, broadcasting live from Belgrade. We are about to start the next match of the day, the second match between Polisen and Flipper. A little background information about these two teams and their history in the league. Polisen has played 52 games in the Euroleague. They have won 9 of those, drawn 8 times, and lost 35 games. The number of goals they've scored in the EuroLeague is 70. They have allowed in 220 goals, giving them a negative goal differential of 150 goals. Flipper, founded in 1973, has played 61 games in the EuroLeague. They have won 29 of those, drawn 8, and lost 24. They have scored 154 goals in total, and they have allowed 188, giving them a negative goal difference of 34. These two teams have met 7 times together, and Polisen has never won, although they have tied 3. They lost the other 4. The last time they played was in Copenhagen on March 31st, 2019, last season. Flipper won that one 6-0, and here are the highlights from that match.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, are you ready?
Hello, underwater rugby fans around the world tuned in to the Euroleague match here coming up between Polisen in blue and Flipper in white. So Polisen out of Stockholm, Sweden. Allow me to introduce to you, wearing number 2, Joel Forsberg. Number 3, Robin van Tricht. Number 4, Marcus Vorman. And the captain, wearing number 7, Ola Hampfors. Number 11, Andreas Tall. Number 14, Robert Falk. Number 16, Ivo Landin Hatje. Number 18, Mashi Lesnebevsky. Number 20, Gustav Cederholm. Number 24, Matthias Dahl. Number 51, Jari Rajanen. Number 87, Jonas Östlund. And in reserve for this match, number 9, Roger Lund, number 12, Christopher Widerstål, and number 15, Zacharias Lauberry. On the other side of the pool, wearing white, for Flipper, number 7, Martin Shelgård. Number 8, Jakob Kristoffersen Lapp. Number 9, Søren Nielsen. Number 10, Kim Isberg. And the captain, wearing number 14, Mikkel Rasmussen. Number 15, Björn Andersen. Number 17, Philip Lorentzen. Number 18, Andrei Mortensen. Number 20, Tim Jensen. Number 28, Bastian Davidson. Number 29, Christian Schaefer. Number 71, Claude Larsen. And in reserve for this match, number 4, Tor Lykkefunk, 13, Philip Munt, and number 25, Sigurd Greve Didriksson. All right, Mattis Valby and Dan Roltien here in the booth, and we're getting set for the next match here between the Swedish club from Stockholm, Polisen, against Flipper from Copenhagen, Denmark. And I didn't have a chance to mention the referees down there because they everybody was applauding. But deck referee is Emery Aydin, and in the water, Kaiser Lindman and Bob Robinson. So, Mattis, this is a game that we would favor Flipper in this one, don't you think?
Yeah, but we we thought it would be a one-sided game. Malmö Triton and Molde as well, but we were wrong. So let's hope this will be an even one as well.
Yep.
But Polisen have struggled generally in Euroleague to score goals.
Yeah.
And I think Flipper normally has a very solid defense, and so I think that will be the clue for Polisen here to try to score some goals.
Is it accurate to say that the Danish style of playing and the Flipper style of playing is to be super tight around the goal and to take the shots that they have, the opportunities, but they don't like to let any baskets in. They're very stingy.
Yeah, but they play a bit like a mix of Scandinavian and German rugby, I think. They want to hold on to the ball and use their power to go in when they have the opportunity. But they're not very. Of course, all teams would like to have ball possession, but I don't think that's something the Danish team really struggles for fast play. But they like to hold on to the ball.
Yes. So one of the key things for them is to be able to go over with 3 players instead of just one. They need to have a longer attack and a successful attack early on.
Yeah, and they, of course, Flipper has some star players. Number 14, Mikkel Rasmussen, and 29, Christian Schäfer, and of course number 4, Tor Lykkefunk.
But he's broke his foot.
Yeah, he's injured, so I think they will just throw him in if the result is not going their way.
Someone told me he was a dancing fool. He broke his foot on holiday.
Yeah, the same. I broke my foot as well. It's called a dancer's fracture.
Dancer's fracture.
It's a bone on the outside of the foot. So, but he'd been in training. Mikkel said so. We'll see if he makes an appearance here.
Tor's very experienced, and he's a guy you want on the surface during the scrum fights.
Absolutely, he's a very important player for Flipper, both to score goals and to
control the tempo of the game.
Control the tempo, and so we have Mikkel Rasmussen with the ball immediately, trying to pass down. It's a pass to himself.
And this is a change too, that Mikkel Rasmussen is not the coach anymore at Flipper, but he's the captain here today.
Yeah, he's a leader in the water, no matter if he's the coach or not.
Yeah.
So we can see that the water quality is already decreasing here.
Yeah, Rasmussen said yesterday at dinner that they want to beat. They want to win.
With a free throw.
No. Police has got the ball.
Police in possession. Still a hand first to captain. They're trying to get the ball into the corner. Attacked hard by the Flipper.
The pool's very small, so it's hard to find any protection anywhere.
Robin van Treegt with the ball. He's trying to hold on to it. He's attacked hard. Still in possession.
He was lucky to recover that.
First captain with the ball. Could he hold on to it? Holding. But this kind of game...
called roughing.
As we've seen this far only, it's no problem for Flipper. They're not getting stressed over this.
No. We're only really a few seconds into this game.
And it's always like that with for both of those teams, it's the first game of the day. And that's always a bit special before you're totally into the pool and to the players. Maybe there's some players that you don't train together with normally. Yeah, and the ball is stolen there. Flipper on the breakaway.
Nice passes there, back and forth.
We have Mikkel Rasmussen there with the ball. And Søren Nielsen on the other side. Søren Nielsen with a push, but didn't get a proper hold of the ball. So holding. Blue free throw. It's a pretty slow start in this game. I thought that Flipper would come out with a bang, but so far it's been a pretty slow start.
Now Polisen takes her down to the bottom. They like to play on the bottom, Polisen.
Missed pass, Mikkel picks it up. Passes over to Tim Jensen. Is attacked on the head, almost, you can say. That's not very nice way to take the ball. Yeah.
Choking.
As an attacker, you always try to go a bit more for the ball and a little bit less for the head, or else you can get the free throw against you. So Mikkel Rasmussen with the ball just leaves it over to his teammates. Claude Larsen in the scrum. He's not the biggest guy, so it's not the best to have him in the scrum, and he loses the ball. Luckily there's Bastian Davidsson to pick it up. And on the other side of the basket, Flipper's got the ball. It was Mikkel Rasmussen. Flipper still in possession. Trying to go from above.
He didn't try the risky pass there, which was a good idea.
Yeah. Claude Larsen with the ball, passes down to Mikkel Rasmussen. Over to Davidsson. Davidsson on the other side of the basket, and back to Davidsson again. And that's a great save. Great save. But now Mikkel again. Yeah. Mikkel again. And can he push it in? Oh, fantastic goalkeeping. Fantastic. What a save by Robin van Tricht. Fantastic work.
There's a lot of pressure here now.
A lot of pressure coming from above. Kim Isberg again. The goal is empty. The Polisen rides this out, probably. Yeah, and there's then we have Joel Foppa Forsberg taking the ball out. Andreas Tall with the ball.
Very important for Polisen
Still in possession.
to clear their zone now.
Yeah. I think it's pretty okay start from Polisen. Very well defended. Passes to Majcek, Levinsky, Lesniewski. 2-3 Polisen players trying to get the ball. Gets it down. Claude Larsen with the ball, attacked by Andreas Tall. He gets the ball. It was a foul. Attack on the head.
So
Flipper free throw.
We have a light from the windows here coming in.
We have Christian Schäfer with the ball in the surface, lifts the ball over.
Oh, he gets all the way down.
Tries to go from above. Passes down to
Anderson. Björn Anderson. Rasmussen
with the ball, trying to get from above, but Polisen is doing a great job. Lifts the ball over, and there we have a goal. It was a great job there by Mikkel Rasmussen.
Who did he pass it to?
To draw the attention of the Polisen players, and then left the ball over to. I didn't see who
it was who scored. Yeah. Maybe it'll show on the screen here. This is a replay.
Maybe it was Christian Schäfer. Yeah, I think so. Number 29.
Yeah.
Christian Schäfer. Yeah, and he lifts the goalie up there. So it was a great individual effort from Christian Schäfer there.
And he's a big, strong guy, so he can pull that off.
That's a good start for Flipper to get the first goal here. Assist on Mikkel there. So it's not surprising that it's those two star players of Flipper that combine to score the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and Christian Schaefer used to play with Molde.
Yeah, some said that he would learn a lot and borrow some tactics and so, but I don't think he's taken that much yet into the flipper game of what you can see at least.
But he is an underwater rugby nerd, interested in figuring out the right tactics and strategies.
Absolutely, but in the end you have to play according to what the player material you have.
Yes.
So of course it would be great to choose the tactic you want, but you have to see what are the best players in our country and how do they like to play, and then try to make the best out of that. And I think that Denmark does not have the player materials like Colombia have, for example, with hundreds of well trained and swim skilled players. So they have to play a bit differently. And I think they're doing it good.
The baskets being put back in place. I think they put suction cups on the wall here, and they tied them on with plastic garbage bag closers.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to help, to be honest.
It's sad that the baskets are moving around because it's harder to score if you have a good push on the back. Then probably the basket will move. So
the energy that should have gone into success actually goes into just to pushing everything.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but in the same time, it's good that Euroleague spreads the venues all over Europe to get more the opportunity to see best underwater rugby. Yeah, you can see here even Philip Munt is not playing, so they have some more star players they can put in flipper here.
Munt is he exerts an influence on the game when he's in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Polisen down 1-0 here in the first half, and they're going to start after. This is a technical timeout.
Yeah, so let's hope that they can do some. But as I said before, Polisen had struggled last seasons to come to really good scoring positions. Now they lose the ball immediately to Flipper, wins it back. But as you can see, the Polisen players, they don't have the confidence to leave the basket. But now we have a break. So we have
Rickard Lindqvist.
Now it's Joel Foppa Forsberg
wearing Lindqvist jersey.
And we have the captain Hamfors here, over to Tal. And you can see the defense man of Flipper is, or the defending attacker, is lying between the defender and the ball all the time. It's really hard to, oh, they lose the ball. Unforced error. And the Claude.
The Claude.
The Claude and the breakaway. Claude again on the other side of the basket. Lacking back on Polisen now.
Yeah.
On the attacker.
That's gonna.
Oh,
he passed
there's
it
no one
straight
there.
to the police and defender came down.
Oh, and they just passed it to
locks
Jensen.
him up. Yeah. Anyway, good for Polisen to have escaped that.
Yeah, but it's more luck than skill, I think.
Yeah.
Robin van Treegt.
Oh,
that's so dangerous to try to pass there through Mikkel is, I guess, almost impossible. And Jensen on the breakaway. But there are 3 Polisen players.
They've got an attack on the. They're making trouble.
Östlund
floating
up, shoulder in the basket. Now they're struggling. Where's the defenseman?
Oh.
Yeah, but you can see that
they're chipping away.
They're under great pressure here.
And they get it. Police.
Björn Andersson lost the ball. Hamfors is doing a good job here, I think.
Holding or pulling on equipment.
Yeah. having a hard time seeing how Polisen will get out of this stranglehold here. It's, they're under great pressure. They're only surviving because they have really good goalkeepers here, I think.
But they don't have. Do they have a player who can lead Barian Holtz or somebody else who can change the game by?
I mean, they used to have Super Toon and other players that could do it on their own, but I don't see who will do it for them.
They're missing Höglund,
Höglund, of course.
and Petter Arnesson's not here either.
Yeah, of course, that's some star players they're lacking here.
Dahl is a pretty. He can make have an impact when he's on.
Östlund, 87, struggling in the corner. But now I think that. Oh, Foppa Forsberg. Oh, he loses the ball.
Foppa can score out of anywhere. He's a.
Yeah, but he needs someone to serve him balls.
Yes. Ball drops down.
Ball drops down, and it's lost. Barman, ball. Yeah, Flipper has it. Schaefer drops it down to Mikkel. Yeah, you can see when they're in the water. Oh, here's a breakaway. Can you push it in? Yeah. Yeah, again, it's a super duo.
Schaefer
Rasmussen, yeah. It's a big difference when they're in the water together and can help each other out. But I think it's not particularly good for Flipper that they, in this game, seem to be very reliant on Rasmussen and Schaefer. It's not very dangerous unless they're both in the water and going in together. Oh, this is an impossible save.
He's too big, too strong. His technique is good.
Yeah, but also as you can see in the last game when Malmö Triton had chance against a single goalie of Molde, they couldn't save it either. So it's a very hard time.
How did you know what to press?
So technical timeout again.
All right.
If you have questions, you can just write in the chat and YouTube, and we'll try to answer your questions.
All right, they're back in the water. Action is going to resume. Polisen, having just surrendered a goal, will have the ball.
Oh, it's such a dangerous pass again. He doesn't expect the Flipper player to be that far, that close to him.
Yeah, it's twice they've done that.
Yeah, it's a very bad way to start when you've lost, when you let the goal in.
Roughing. So Flipper will get the ball. They have a 2-0 lead now. We don't see the pattern of this game changing. It's not likely.
No. And it's very hard to play against flipper when they're in the lead also, so. So Davidson with the ball,
Rasmussen.
Mikkel. Down to Davidson again. Can you make something happen? Ah, there's a lot of swimming without the ball there. Lauritsen. Oh, and there's an opportunity for Claude, and Mikkel tries to lift it up and push it in. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Polisen just has to ask themselves, where were their back? Where was the back? Where was the forward?
This can seems to be maybe a 10-0 game or something.
There's a chance for Flipper to put in their reserve players in order to save some for.
Yeah, but I think that maybe they already have the reserve players in.
They made exchanges.
I don't think so, not yet. But once again, it's Mikkel that makes the difference and scores a goal. Robin van Dijk attacked by Davidson. Hamfors, Mikkel Rasmussen, 3 points in this game. Van Dijk with the ball, no one to pass. There it goes to Hamfors. Will he try to go in?
He's a big guy, Ole Hamfors.
But you need to come in wave after wave to be able to break down the flipper defense. Like this, yeah. Then the new wave needs to come. Oh, Ole Hamfors is doing a good job, but oh, that pass was not very good. The Polisen player did not expect to get the ball there.
Dahl.
And we have a scrum at the surface. Down to Kim Isberg. Struggles with 3 Polisen players. Still keeps the ball. Oh, there he loses it.
Probably holding. We apologize for the poor visibility here. Hope you can follow the action anyway.
Timeout. So what would you say if you were a Polisen coach right now?
Well, they've been making some bad passes. Twice on a swim out, they've lost the ball. And they need to hold on to the ball. But they're getting chased down, and the flipper players are strong. And they got themselves moving forward. They're in a hole right now, Polisen. All right, timeout's over.
So Sike with the free throw. He's not in the right position. Yeah, there he goes. So Tall with the ball. Attacked by Mikkel. It's interesting that Mikkel's... Oh, that should be a free throw for Polisen. You can see Mikkel is out attacking very far as the as a defender. It might be something that they have talked about beforehand, that he is allowed to go out and attack. Normally, like Iver from Molde and Boringe, they're always out attacking when the opponents are a bit passive. So maybe there's something that they've tried to borrow from Molde. You see Mikkel again. He's a defender, but or maybe he's playing as attacker. There were two defenders.
It will say on the sheet here.
It says defender.
Yeah. We'll look at it when we see if he lies down in front of the basket.
Maybe they have an attacker that fills in for him. White free throw.
Who puts the ball into play for when a free throw in Denmark? Is it different? Sweden is typically the defender, the back.
Yeah. I think it's normally Mikkel that does it if he's in the water. So, but the Danish team on the free throw, they just deliver the ball. Oh, here it comes again. No. Probably a goal. It's a legal attack. No.
Attack on the head.
Attack on the head. Yeah.
Polisen. Flipper exchanges a couple players. The referee wants the action to start. A lot of weight there in front of the goal. Hard to go in.
Yeah. Yeah, and Schäfer snatches the ball, passes it into the onto the side. Martin Kjellgaard.
They would have called holding there, but it's advantage.
Björn Andersen.
Oh, now they've got a position by the goal. And in it goes. No, the goal shifts. The ball out over the referee's head, down.
Yeah, I just got some information that Flipper is also resting one of their best goalies for the moment.
Who's that?
Sigurd Greve Didriksen. He's also at the bench, so I don't think you can say that Flipper has their absolute top players in the water. So as we were speculating, they're resting some players for the Molde game, I guess. Yeah, and Sigurd Greve Didriksen, he is a former swimmer on the national team as a junior for Denmark.
And rescue athlete in the beach, Baywatch type.
Yeah, we have a video challenge here.
Okay. Is Rasmussen saying that they scored?
Yeah. Maybe he wants to win the point league or something. Or it's Schäfer that got the ball, and here
the whole goal is moving and moving and moving.
Yeah, but is the ball in?
If it were in, it was before.
Or they want shoulder in the basket and a penalty?
Yeah. For sure, the fact that the goal is moving so far indicates that shoulder in the basket or somebody. Yeah,
probably. But it's
here's another replay.
So there's the ball, and it's passed into the corner to Christian Schäfer, and he gets the ball, starts swimming. Um,
Here it is. See for yourself. Now,
he pushes, but there's no shoulder in the basket at the moment of the push.
the whole goal is just moving. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
but I don't think it's. I don't see any shoulder in the basket there, and I don't
No.
see any ball in the basket either. Because then it's picked up over there, so I'm not sure what they want with this challenge.
But I can imagine that Christian Schaefer feels it must have been a shoulder in the basket, that he could
Yeah, it
move
feels,
everything.
but not what I could see.
No.
It was, and I think that it was Christian Schaefer himself that moved the basket actually, because I couldn't see any shoulder in the basket here.
Anyway, unfortunate that it's come to this, that the basket's so unstable. There we have the Euroleague crew. The referees discuss the matter.
Yeah, I also got some information that Mikkel is not playing defender, and that explains why he's very offensive, and
Yes.
so he's obviously playing attacker. So he lifts the goalie up, but I don't. What is it that he wants? Holding or?
Holding the basket, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. So they seem happy. The
Yes.
3-0 result for the moment.
Well, it's a long time out here for the review.
Yeah. I think you should specify what exactly you want to be looked at, but
I can go down and ask.
yeah, the referees are discussing it. They're looking for a shoulder in the basket, but we could not see any shoulder in the basket here, at least. So let's see what the referees or attack on the equipment. Yeah. There's a white free throw. There's nothing there to see, but they were looking for a shoulder in the basket. They felt that the basket was moving and there had to be a shoulder in the basket, but it could not be seen in the video. So here we have Claude to Martinsen, the Norwegian player. Goes on to the other side. Flipper still with the ball. A lot of Flipper players around the basket. Philip Lauritsen struggling to hold on to the ball, and we have a holding. It's very easy to get a whistle for holding when you have three players around the basket and you just swim a little bit to stay in position, and that's not allowed. Yeah, here we have the former swimmer Sigurd Didriksen.
Yeah, regarding the video review, it was for shoulder in the basket, but the referees agreed with you that they couldn't see shoulder in the basket.
Yeah.
But I can understand why the Flipper players would feel that way, because the basket was moving.
Yeah. So Östlund with the ball close to the basket, twisting and turning, but no Polisen players in the corners around the basket. And we have Foppa with the ball, and it was snatched by Christian Schäfer. He's attacked by two players, still holding on to the ball. Both Thal and Forsberg trying to pick the ball from Schäfer. Yeah, Foppa picks the ball from Schäfer, passes to Thal. Thal with the ball in surface. Can he pass down? Yes.
Good.
Going forward, but meets a Flipper player that
Now
picks the ball from him.
I think that's a good move to put Mickey in at forward, because as
Schäfer with the absolutely Schäfer with the ball there. Yeah, he's a very skilled player and good at reading the game. That's very important when you play attacker. So Flipper floating up to the surface again.
out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
No, they're still going. Polisen. Dahl trying to take it to the other side. Punched away.
Punched away, and I guess that was out of bounds now.
Yeah,
Hamfors, could he make something happen here, the captain? Swinging backwards, passing to Robin van Triegt.
ooh, it's a lot of work to get out of this pool.
Yeah, but it looks surprisingly easy. So stressed policeman player there, passes to Hamfors, and there's a lot of attack going on from the flipper players here. Three persons out chasing.
Nice.
Dahl with the ball there, but then they need to come in with the next wave to make something happen. The first wave is easy for flipper players to take care of. Isberg on the breakaway, Claude on the basket. Oh, he could have taken the basket there. Loses the ball. Oh, gets it back.
Larson.
Some struggle in the surface.
Oh, he
Claude
passed it down to
Lauritsen. Can he move the ball over to the other side? Yes. Still flipper with the possession.
They're sucked a lot of Polisen players into defending, though.
Yeah.
Stressful for Polisen here.
Yeah. Flipper they're in full control now.
They're drawing out the defenders.
Yeah.
Forwards.
12 seconds left. No. Time over.
So the clock on the screen is not coordinated with the official game clock. And we're probably going to give you the highlights here in a second. Highlights? Oh.
So, but it's only 3-0 actually. The Polisen defense is pretty solid, and what you can see, the flipper they didn't need Mikkel in the water to be able to score so far, at least. When we haven't seen so much from André, what you can see in the
Martinsen,
picture here,
yeah.
André Martinsen, the Norwegian player. He's not made a huge impact on this game so far.
All right, highlights.
So we're back for the second half. Polisen played 3 games this year already, but they're still waiting for their first goal. So let's see if they can manage to score this half.
Well, in the Euroleague, if you come out at the bottom of the table, potentially you could face relegation if there's a team wanting to get into the league. So
Yeah. Davidson strips the ball. Sige in the water now.
Yeah.
Just waiting.
They were after that pass.
The flipper ball. Yeah.
Holding.
There's Zacharias from Polisen.
He's suffering from a heart murmur, so irregular heartbeat. So he hasn't been playing. He said he's okay, but
So Polisen with the ball, but there are so many flipper players around. You see Mikkel lurking in the middle of the pool, and Philip Munt is in the game as well.
And he punched the ball out.
Punched the ball out, but to a Polisen player. Polisen, the passing game is a little bit slower now than in the beginning.
But the level of pressure is intense.
Yeah, Schäfer got the pass. Oh, sloppy pass from Schäfer. Östlund picks it up. Attacked by Mikkel Rasmussen. Polisen still in possession. Up in the surface, looks a bit stressed. Attacked by Mikkel. Some twists and turns. Jari Rajanen loses the ball. Sigge here we see former swim capacity. Claude with the ball. Not attacked, just swimming around.
Claude's having a good game. A little lucky sometimes, but
yeah, it's a very competent player. Björn Andersen twisting around. Attacked by 3 Polisen player. Can Hamfors pick the ball up? Yes, the defender in Polisen, Hamfors. Polisen with the ball on the surface. Looked a bit stressed. Get it down.
Polisen.
Is it Varman? Oh, is it Rogelund?
Rogelund.
Tall with the ball. Pass in. That's a very easy pass to read. Can he get the ball back? No. Flipper with the ball and
straight
under
up
control. Yeah. Scrum in the surface.
Now.
Barman. To Majcek. Majcek with the ball. Some trouble holding onto the ball. Oh no. Hamfors lost the ball. It's very dangerous to lurk close to the exchange zone.
Yeah.
You would think that Hamfors would know that, but
he wasn't moving the ball anywhere.
No. If you lay still like that, you can't be close to the exchange zone. Has to be on the other side. So Flipper with the ball again. Just an easy free throw. Now we have Mikkel in the water again.
They're on 2 sides of the goal.
Yeah, and he picks the ball up. Waiting for a teammate. Easy pass. Behind the back, Schäfer. Oh, wrong corner.
It was speculation.
Yeah, but he had a teammate in the other corner.
Yes.
Rajanen tries to break loose. 3 flipper play on him. Yeah, but no. We have a possibility maybe for Polisen. But it's a hard thing when you're under attack the whole game, and then to switch over to offense can be really hard.
You don't think that
you get into a defensive mindset. So we have Sike on the attack, but they get stripped. They strip the ball from them. Oh, Forsberg got the ball in the corner, trying to slow things down, get possession. He's all alone there, the Polisen player. Hamfors, can he make something happen? Oh, yeah, he was searching for the right pass, but there was no one there. Didn't want to lose the ball. It's very good. Seeker. Oh, gets stripped by three flipper players. I don't know what was
Probably a holding call
a
here.
holding call, but
In favor of Polisen.
I think it was a fair attack, but I'm no referee, so. Oh! Lost the ball. He couldn't receive the pass. Then it was attack on. It was holding again.
Blue free throw. So
But it was the flipper player expected him to take the ball, but he missed the ball. Oh, the Polisen players are not holding on to the ball very well. They take it back. Waiting in the corner. Tall wants to score, but it floats up, passes down, but there are too few. There are too few Polisen players, so that's what I'm talking about. The mindset. You have to dive to score. Schäfer attacking Tall. Passing into the corner again. Oh, now we're talking. Now the three Polisen players around the basket, but might be hard to get the ball loose. Yeah, Schäfer snatches it. Full speed ahead, Schäfer. Against Forsberg on the basket. Oh, very nice job by Forsberg there. Very nice. I thought Christian Schäfer thought it would be an easy goal there, but good save.
Forsberg is agile.
Absolutely. Isberg with the ball. Cloud tries to snatches it. Claude Schäfer loses it. And they get the ball down. Seeker with the ball. Grabs the head of the flipper player. Polisen tries to get out. Leaves the ball over to Warman. Warman with the ball.
Locked up.
Locked up. Can he get it down? Yes, he gets it down. Widerstål, Kribban. Oh, that pass is not very good, but Seeker, can Seeker get the ball? Seeker gets the ball, but there are no other Polisen players around.
And he lost it, so...
The flipper gets the ball again. Can they push out? Yes, easily. Now we have Sigge on the breakaway. Can he score? Oh!
He had an open basket, but he couldn't quite reach it.
No, but he drew the ball. Looked like he drew the ball back instead of pushing, just swimming through the wall.
Yeah.
That's what you should think about when you're on a breakover. Swim through the wall. Flipper still with the possession, close to the basket. Oh, gives the ball to the defender almost. But they still have a lot of people around the basket.
Polisen's trying to work their way out on the other side.
Yeah, Tall gets the
Now
ball.
they have a chance.
Dangerous if he loses there. Polisen with possession to Hamfors. Twists and turns, look for his teammates. Where are they? Where are they? There he gets the ball to Lund. Over to Polisen players all alone. Ryanen struggling. A lot of bubbles in the water there.
Yeah.
They should try to stay away from the exchange zone. It's not very good to play around there. Tall with the ball. Andreas Tall. The surface, pass into the middle. Schäfer loses the ball to Mikkel. He was a bit lucky there. Andersen with the ball, passes to, snatched. A Polisen player, Warman again with the ball. Changes hands. Mikkel snatches it. Reads the pass there. Too easy. When you only have one player to pass to, it's very easy for the attacker to intercept the pass. pushing the goalie. Pushing the goalie. It's a thin line there when you want to be very close to the goalie, but you can't. I can't push him. So it's if the referee sees it, then
There's a big gain in advantage if you can push the goalie off.
yeah. But you want to stay as close as possible to the goalie, and
Yep.
if the referee thinks you're swimming, trying to swim away the goalie, then
You'll be called, yeah.
yeah. Östlund attacked
Holding there.
by Mikkel. Polisen into the corner. Can Barman take control of the ball? You see Polisen players pushing out really good.
No, but it's Flipper coming over.
We have Muntz. Mikkel. Was that attack on the head? The Polisen players are upset. They meant that they had the ball. 2 minutes.
2
minutes. Now we will see Tor in the water. Let's see what he can do.
timeout here. By
White
Flipper.
timeout. White timeout. Yeah. Yeah, I think Flipper wants all of their players to get to know the pool, and it's always good to have a few minutes to get the first game out of the system.
Yes. So is it Martinson's coming out?
Though they changed out number 7, Martin Kjellgaard, and
Okay.
in with number 4, Tor
Funkel.
Lykkefunk.
I always think of it as Jeppesen.
Yeah.
Tommy Jeppesen, one of the referees here today, is actually Tor Funk's father.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know. You have more inside information than I do.
Well, no, I mean he you know, as in he changed his name so that after he got married, and made it difficult for me. I have to keep change an old habit.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Tommy Jeppesen favors Flipper or his son. He's a good referee. He's very fair. Well, Polisen need to get a goal in order to build their self-confidence as a club.
Yeah. So we have Tim Jensen
Yeah,
out.
under guard by number 10 here. So Jensen was sent off for what? For
I think it was something in
roughing?
the scrum.
Yeah,
So let's see if Polisen can capitalize on this.
power play for them.
Yeah. But normally it's pretty hard to score in a power play because the team in box play, they are so focused
Yeah.
and they have one attacker diving all the time. So if you could play as you do in the box play the whole game, then you have gained a lot.
Oh, they got the ball back again though.
Got the ball back, it's Hamfors. There's 4 flipper players on him. Sike, can he make something happen? Oh, we have Thor here. Passes down.
Very physical here.
Isberg. Oh, can Flipper even manage to score? Sigge. Very good swimming technique there. Oh, you can see this is the best way to play box play. Just take the ball up in the corner, just control the situation. Frustrate your opponents.
What do you mean by box play?
No, box play is when you have one player less. It's an ice hockey term. Power play and box play.
Okay.
Man disadvantage.
And now Polisen has a chance to use it.
Yeah, but you
Oh,
see,
bad,
oh.
He tried to pass underneath, but he didn't have
No, I think the Polisen player, instead of going straight into the defender, he should have went into the corner because he tried to pass into the corner, but then he didn't do anything productive there, just lying in the middle, straight in front of the defender. You have to always look for opportunities to place yourself so that you can receive a pass and score a goal when you're close to the basket. he just swam right into the defender
Into the defender, yeah.
and made it easy for the defender. So Isberg trying to go in through a heavy Polisen defense.
Oh, he's
Davidson, Schaefer on the other side. Yeah, but shouldn't be able to score. There are so many Polisen players. Östlund pushed away the
attack there.
The flipper player, so
they're coming on the other side now.
No, it's a bit of chaos in Polisen defense.
But
just drops the ball down. Got it. I think Polisen, they're missing some really fast players to be able to have a threat on the breakaways.
And Tim Jensen's back in the water by now, of course.
Oh, nice one by Mikkel Rasmussen. And he is hold onto, and there's a holding call against Polisen.
Rasmussen is very experienced. He knows how to signal to the referee, I'm being held.
Yeah, of course. Just stop swimming and out with the arms. Blue timeout. But we haven't seen a lot of goals in this second half. It's a bit disappointing when Flipper puts in both. It's working now?
We're checking the commentary on the live stream.
So I think Polisen will try to make a final push to score a goal. It's very important for the self-confidence for the two upcoming games this weekend, that they can score a goal and show to themselves that they have it in them.
Yeah, it's tough.
But I think they need to have some kind of variant that they have trained on beforehand to be able to get through the flipper.
Some sort of set play.
Yeah, some kind of set play. Yeah.
No.
That I think that's what they need right now. It's still 3-0.
Nice.
Yeah, nice one. Jensen. Oh, flip. Yeah, Mikkel. It's Mikkel again.
Yeah.
That's it's a not very good defensive play by Polisen. They put 4 players on one on number 10 in flipper Kim Isberg, and then he just delivers the pass
to Rasmussen.
I mean, if you're number 3 into that situation as a Polisen player, now you can see one has to take the pass. You don't need 3 players onto the ball. One has to take the pass because you know it's coming, because he can score himself there. So
yeah, so now it's 4-0.
Yeah, and Mikkel has been involved in all the goals. Yeah,
he's been very dominant.
Yeah,
but we talked to them yesterday. He's fired up to try to win the league.
Absolutely, but I mean, facing a team like Polisen that's in the lower half of, or maybe even in the bottom of the table, I think Flipper should be able to score more goals in this game. Sigge, not in possession, is another holding call. I think, in my opinion, if there's enough holding calls, it should be a penalty.
Yes.
Or 2 minute penalty.
In fact, the rules specify that if you repeat the same infraction numerous times, then it should automatically be a warning.
But it's not that often that the referee do it.
I've mentioned this to them before, or I've asked them.
Barman attacking the flipper play in the corner,
Long pass. Now
passing
they're
over his shoulder.
coming in from above.
Philip Munt
Pass
coming in
down.
from above. Sige with the ball. Can he make something? He's got 2-3 Polisen players on him, still holding on to the ball. Hamfors in a rather awkward position as an attacker trying to get the ball. Flipper still in possession. Some players close to the basket.
Now the ball.
Polisen defender, the ball drops down. Hamfors chasing after the ball again. Can he pull it out? Isberg with the ball, passing to Tor. Ricky Funk struggling against 3 or 4 Polisen players. He really wants to score here. And the ball is taken. CK with the ball. Is he fast enough? He was one of the fastest players in Sweden a couple of years ago.
They need.
Rajanen holding the ball behind the back of the flipper player, but going to the exchange side again is not very wise.
It should have been called out of bounds, but the referee didn't stop it.
Mikkel just waiting for a pass. Mikkel Rasmussen.
Oh, it's a
Forsberg in that situation. And counter-attack. Oh, there's so many flipper players that want to score now. 2 persons going into the basket. Jensen is there now. Mikkel Rasmussen gets the ball. He wants to go in on the empty side, but it's the exchange side again. So Hamfors snatches the ball from Mikkel. But they're struggling to get out of their own half here.
This is really physically.
It's only less than 1 minute left now.
Yeah.
Varman.
Caught in the line.
Tall. Oh, now there are 3 players. Can they make something happen? No.
No,
That's not the way to do it. Just give the ball to the defender.
The back got it.
It's a really hard pass to make there for Tall. It's more a wish than an actual pass. So Schäfer with the ball, with the referee line, going for the head. Schäfer.
He's got the goalie off, but the new goalie comes in.
He had to push the ball in there, but
He was
before he sees the space. You have to push it before. Rogelund and Hamfors. And there it's over.
That's the 4-0 in favor of Flipper.
Yeah. I think it could have been more, but Flipper, they couldn't score if not Mikkel was in the water, it seemed to me.
I'm going to ask Mikkel why he's changed it forward.
So we'll have interviews after the highlights.